production-wise, and I would say, look, I love the drums in this, I love the synth in this. I was trying to describe how I wanted to fuse together a lot of kind of 80s influences from the kind of electro and quite melancholic end of things, and fuse it somehow with country.
With country, yeah, it's interesting.
I didn't want it to be a straightforward country record, and I definitely didn't want it to be like a twee Irish country. It had to be, not that there's anything wrong with that, it just definitely wasn't for me, and it would have looked stupid because it's not my thing, and so, even if it was on trend, I wouldn't have gone there. So I was taking reference, I suppose, from more modern American country that has...
Do you like Chris Stapleton?
Yeah, I mean, I was listening to a lot of Sam Hunt, and I liked the kind of urban undertone to it, that it felt quite youthful as far as country goes.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted. So that was how we got started with the songwriting. I would send them references, and then when I got in, the real hard part was just going in and singing the track in a dead room with these two guys, one of them who I've never met, one who I haven't seen in 10 years.
Yeah.
And so much had changed. I'd worked in non-music environments for the longest time that I didn't even recognise myself as a singer-songwriter, so to go in there, I thought about it, but to go in there and do it, and really do it in such a intimate environment, it was terrifying.
I'm really curious about something, because you're saying you were 5 years out of the industry, yeah?
Yeah.
But surely, because with your voice, surely your family and friends must have been forcing you to sing at family parties and Christmas and things like that.
So this is the funny thing, that didn't happen at all.
No.
I think maybe what had happened was I'd had, 3 projects, 2 kind of big-ish projects that I'd worked on, and I'd put everything into them, and I was never really, I suppose, the type to blur like personal life and professional. I was always quite professional about it, and maybe that was part of the problem, was that I took it very seriously, even though it was a love, I took it very seriously as a career, and I never made any kind of secret of the fact that I wasn't doing it just for fun. I was doing it for real, and I had real intentions about it. So when it wasn't going to be a real thing, I think I shut it out in a big way, and it was like, I'm not doing music anymore. I worked as a journalist, and then journalism filtered into social media, and we all know what happened with kind of print journalism, and it obviously changed with the times, and so then I got sucked into that. That's what I've been doing for years.
Can you tell me a little bit about that end of things for you?
Yeah, I suppose when the music stopped, and how it stopped, I suppose, was because I did that remix project, and I did a dance record with a producer from Northern Ireland who had worked with a couple of acts in the UK, and actually I was chasing him down for a while, and he was working with Leona Lewis. That put a stop to our collaboration, and then when he was done with that, he came back. I eventually got hold of him. And I had a lot of faith in that particular song, and I think when it didn't happen, I didn't have the resources, and for publicity, it was a dance track, I wasn't really gigging it. I was really quite devastated when I didn't get to kind of see that project through, and it just went up in smoke. So I decided, right, what next? I had my journalism qualification, I thought, right, I'll just try to be serious, get a serious job, and put my head down, and that's what I did. I started out interning in a couple of magazines, and that was fairly rough, and then one day I got let go from a magazine in Ireland that I absolutely couldn't stand. I literally went in with one plan, and they told me they wanted me for one thing, and then it ended up being the complete opposite thing. My editor would sit at my desk, explain the same thing to me 5 times, and just constantly up in my grill, and I was like ready to walk at any second, but we were having kind of a battle of wills, I suppose, and eventually I got pretty much escorted out of there because we were just mentally tormenting each other. The same day so I was an intern there. Yeah. The same day I got offered...
Were you an unpaid intern?
No, I was paid, but it was pretty horrendous.
This is a lot of...
Yeah, and then I got offered, I had gone to an interview a couple of weeks before, and this particular guy who interviewed me, it was very short notice, and I remember saying I had a dentist appointment. I had to just walk out of the office. I nearly said the name of the magazine there.